He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is a bundled up ass conversation. Okay, because I'm bundled, baby. This is another edition of Car Conversations or Jay Lee's Corner. Okay, it is cold. We skip fall, went right to winter. Winter is here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where's Jon Snow? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see a dragonfly across the screen or something across my window because it is mighty cold. I'm on my way to work and stuff. I feel like I'm usually not a coat scarf person this early in the season, but I feel like I don't have a choice. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Hello to my Jaybirds. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video, and to hit that notification bell to let you know when I have new videos up. Okay, so y'all saw from the title. Now y'all know my channel, I'm not posting nobody else's footage, okay, at all. But the commentary about somebody else's footage is always here. So Kandi, has her own YouTube channel. If y'all did not know, she does. My eye is watery. And, she posts different stuff that she has going on within her, businesses and stuff and the show or whatever. And she has recently been kind of commenting about the show, Housewives, after, it airs or whatever. Not no, review of the show at all. Like, she's not reviewing the show, but she does kind of just respond to the things that happened in the show and kind of, this is what it meant or whatever. And so, why my eyes? Oh my God. She made the video, it was up today, and she was speaking about the whole Porsha situation, the Dennis situation, even her, coming back to the person on Twitter. So, I liked the way Kandi explained things. She brought up how, the show is the show. Let's do that first. How, every season, if there's a new guy, the cast talks about the guy. You know what I'm saying? She just said this time she just so happened to have known the guy who was the new guy. She brought up how people like, well, you and Porsha supposed to have had a truce. Y'all agreed to not talk about whatever their reunion last year. And she made a great point. She said, me and Porsha agreed to have a mutual truce regarding the dungeon situation, regarding the, all that stuff. It had nothing to do with discussing anything other, than that. Like, that's the one topic neither one of us will bring up or will talk about. And that's true. Her and Porsha did not say they would not shade each other. They will leave each other. They didn't say that. They said, as far as that whole Phaedra lying about whatever, the drug, all that stuff, they will leave that be. They would not talk about that. That was what it was about. She said, we never said nothing about not talking about anything other than that. I said, that's right, too. And even the whole thing with her sitting with Carmen and the girl Jamie, she brought up, she was like, we weren't talking about Porsha. Okay, this scarf gotta go. Because it's, it's an infinity scarf. And it just makes me feel, oh, Lord. Ain't that better, y'all? God, Jesus Christ. Okay, I had to get that done. Even though it's cold outside and I put it back on when I got my car, I ain't gotta drive in it. But yeah, her sitting with Carmen and the girl Jamie at the OLG, she brings up how they weren't discussing Porsha, they were discussing Dennis. So people were somehow, she always kept Porsha naming her mom. She was like, no. She was like, we were talking about girls that we knew that he had dated. She said also what we were talking about, we weren't dogging him, and we also were not, saying anything that could hurt his reputation, his business, or the money he's making, unlike what they did to Kandi. She brought up all we were saying was he has a pattern in how he treats women, which they were. They said he do date women, he do buy them the same kind of gifts, he get a little tattoo or whatever, and he cooks for them. That's his steez. That's what he does. Okay, that's his 1, 2, 3. That's his starter pack, as everybody doing on Facebook. That's his starter pack. You know what I'm saying? Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Little tattoo, okay, little cooking. That's his whole little starter pack. Again, she said we weren't doing much besides discussing a new guy on the show, the same way anybody else would. She also said how we didn't say that he was cheating on her or nothing. And she also brought up how at that time when they were doing the show, him and Porsha had just started dating. She said so for her, she didn't think he would be there long, or she didn't know how long he would be around, simply because she had just met him. She said nobody knew he and Porsha were like an actual couple. They were just kicking it. So again, it wasn't like that she was out here, in a full-blown relationship, yelling into the high heavens, and there was some that dog in that man. I agree with Kandi. Okay, it was the simplest of the simple. We know that man, and he dated somebody else, and this is what he do. And it's funny that, you know what I'm saying, he really do be repeating the same thing. And she also brought up how what they were saying was true, because they hadn't seen Porsha or talked to Porsha about whatever, and the same stuff that Porsha was saying he was doing is the same things they were saying that he do. So she was like, it wasn't like we was lying. And it was to think about, we were just talking about who he had dated that we knew. And, people kept trying to make it seem as if, Kandi's a horrible person. She's a hypocrite because she didn't want nobody to talk about Todd. They were dogging Todd as if Todd was using Kandi. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying about Todd. They kept on saying he was using Kandi. He was cheating on Kandi. And that ain't what she was doing. She was absolutely right in saying we were just simply talking about the new guy on the show, that he had dated people we knew. Okay, and again, at that time, nobody knew he and Porsha was that serious. Remember, at that point in time, Nene hadn't even met Dennis. No one had met that man. It was a guy she was kicking it with. And we all know in real life that when you're kicking it with somebody, people say, girl, he used to date so-and-so. Did he? Girl. And he used to buy her all kind of crazy stuff. Because that's just what you do. It's what you do. And she said, we on the show to entertain y'all. She said, y'all know on the show, when they show us, we talking about each other or what's going on. That's the whole point of the show. Okay. But I like how she brought up how she wasn't talking about Porsha. Nothing she said had anything to do with Porsha. She was talking about Dennis, and nothing that was like harmful. Just, I know some girls he's dated. He got a pattern. The whole Rolex, the whole cooking, the whole, the whole thing. And again, they did not know they were a couple. So people were coming for Kandi, like, she's this. Even people in my comment section, she ain't shit this. She doing the same thing to Porsha that Phaedra and them did to her. No, the fuck she not. No, she not. All she's saying is, I know that man used to date somebody. Okay, a few people of it. And she also brought up something too. People date around, meaning he could have been dating 4 people all at the same time, because you date multiple people until you pick one person to be, mutual, monogamous with, to be with that one person. So again, if he was talking to Phaedra, talking to Porsha, maybe talking to a couple other girls, and then he met Porsha and got serious with Porsha, that's what happened. That's kind of just life. So get off Kandi back. Y'all just don't like Kandi. And it's fine if y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, to each their own, but don't make it seem as if she's doing all this damage and all this talking about Porsha when technically she was only talking about Dennis. Okay, I'm gonna say that. And then also with her and the, thank you for letting me over and I have to cuss at nobody. See, no road rage. Also with the whole Twitter thing, she brought up how for her, all she thought was it was Porsha, and the person had added her or whatever. And she said how usually I don't even look at my castmates' Twitter. I don't even really get into that because it can become a whole mess. So I usually don't even get involved. She's like, but however, I seen it, and because the thing had been saying a few things about me and added me, I assumed it was Porsha, and it was an honest mistake. It wasn't as if she knew it wasn't Porsha and she went in, and she didn't say much besides, don't check me, check your man. Like, what you coming at me for? All I said was he dated some other people before. Ain't a big deal. And how she at OLG collecting checks. It was real surface of what even her clack back to Porsha. Wasn't like she went in or nothing like that. So people sometimes did not put, 20 on 10. They're like, oh my God, it's oh so much, it's oh so much. It isn't. It was an honest mistake. Porsha's fan page is the ones that's wrong because they changed their name to Porsha's name. Okay, and usually fan pages don't have the person's name. It'll say like, Porsha fan. It'll say like some fan page or something like that. So people be purposely trying to do little bullshit to cause a rift between the two. She also brought up, because, Porsha was on Watch What Happens Live. And, Porsha kept saying, didn't we have a truce? And like Kandi said, we did, but not about discussing anything. It's not about that one thing. But she said how her and Kandi were not friends. And I think I mentioned that on my review too last time. And Kandi said, well, we're not friends. We're cordial. And I said, oh, that's true. They're not friends. They're cordial to each other, meaning if we are at the same place, in the same space or whatever, we can get along. But I'm not calling you to hang out outside of the show. And again, they hang out in conjunction with the show. Scenes for the show, stuff for the show is where they hang out and what they do. Why is there always so much traffic when I go to work late on Tuesdays? It's fucking 3 o'clock. It's like stop and go traffic. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, but again, Kandi said, we not friends. Like, that's true. That's very true. Because the person who was recording her said, but Porsha said, she said, well, she don't like, we not friends. We're cordial. And it's the difference between being cordial and being friends. And she said, I'm saying that, and we also did not say how we wouldn't, how we would, respect each other enough on the show. She said, we didn't say that. She said, because the show is not respectful. Like, on the show, you're always, shading somebody here. That's the whole point of the show. And that's why we tune in. So y'all can't want Kandi to be Miss Goody Goody, and when she throw a little bit of shade, like everybody do, it's like, oh my God, it's such a big issue. Oh my God, it's like, no, it's whatever. So I appreciated Kandi's response video that's on her YouTube channel. It was, it was interesting or whatever to see her point of view. I didn't watch the last one she did because I forgot it was on there. But it was, oh my God, there's so much traffic. But that is my commentary on what she said back to and about Porsha and the whole situation. And again, I don't see nothing wrong. She also brings up her and Porsha have a conversation about stuff later on in the season, but we have to wait to see that again. She said, but again, me and Porsha are not friends. We're cordial. We both have said that, and it is what it is, and that's how it's going to be. And that's the best you can kind of even hope for, considering what they've been through, with them both feeling some kind of way about it. And I don't think Kandi holding on to shit at all, because if she was, she wouldn't even be able to be cordial to Porsha. She wouldn't be able to, it'll be hard, because they asked her about even her and Phaedra when Kandi was on Watch What Happens Live, and they asked her like, will her and Phaedra ever get back in the positive space, and she was like, hell no. That's what she holding on to, her disdain for Phaedra. She not really mad at Porsha no more. But again, her and Porsha probably won't ever be friends. They'll be cordial, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I'm finna try to fight this traffic because it is horrible, and it's just stupid. Get your ass over. Come on now, get your ass over, or don't. Which one you gonna do? Sorry, y'all. So thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace. Oh, I will be live this Friday, but I will be live. Y'all gonna maybe catch y'all car. I'll be live at 9 p.m., not 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm off work Friday, so I don't want to wait so late, but I also don't want to have it be too early, because a couple other people be live on Fridays. I know Alex be live on Friday sometime. I know Tasha K be live on Friday, so I'm gonna do mine at 9 instead of at 10. I'm not gonna do it any earlier. I did post that on my Instagram, I think my Facebook too, I'm not sure, but do not forget to tune in live on Friday, the day what day is that? The day after Thanksgiving, so that's what's it called, y'all? Oh, Black Friday. So we'll see what deals anybody got that day, and make it be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anyway, that's all, y'all, for real this time, y'all. Peace.
It's like love, 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 and you.